Question: what do you get when you give Leveled Head $300 and so many dollars, and his wife tells him he can get anything he wants to get? Could you answer that for me, please? She's looking at me, and I don't care. Could you answer that for me? What do you get when you give Leveled Head $300 something dollars and tell him he can get what he want to get? You get a PlayStation 4. Anyway, this is your boy Leveled Head back with another video. I'm using the Share Station or SHAREfactory on the PlayStation 4. I don't know how the quality of this mic is going to sound running through the PlayStation 4. Yes, I have a USB mic running through my PlayStation 4, and I'm recording this on the PlayStation 4, folks, and I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel from the PlayStation 4. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But we're not here to talk about the PlayStation 4. Talk about that another time. We're here to talk about this Street Fighter 5. Now, what you just saw was the main menu, and you saw a lot missing. Everything was missing. You saw the, the story mode. You saw versus. You saw survival. You saw challenge, which was, it wasn't. You can't highlight that yet because that feature's not there yet. When you go down below that, you get into, I think, online stuff, and the store is not there. You can't go into the store yet. The online ain't working good. So right now, a lot of people has a lot to say about Street Fighter 5. So I was planning on making a video about having a PlayStation 4. Didn't get a chance to do it, but since everybody's talking about Street Fighter 5, hey, why not let you guys know that I got it and share my thoughts on Street Fighter 5 and bring some clarity where I felt like folks did not. Now, let me say, I'm going to say some names of individuals in this particular video. No issue with these individuals. I'm just using them as examples of what I mean. So if you know what I'm saying, can't handle me saying names, then I'm sorry. I ain't got no problem with these individuals. I might have burned some bridges in the past, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, so I've been watching videos. I watched one with my boy JetiKnightNY. I watched one with the boy Red Knight. I watched one with Dr. Trey. I watched one from IGN. I watched a whole bunch of videos on Street Fighter 5 post lunch. Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Every last one of these individuals, for the most part, was right on the money. I thoroughly enjoyed JetiKnight's video. I loved his take. I loved the way he came and he approached it. I loved how he stayed in context of what he was saying and what he was trying to point out. It was just all very well. Red Knight, I enjoyed his video somewhat. And I'm going to use this as an example. I don't feel like the game is trash. I said this in this comment section. I had some back and forth with a few people in the comment section, and I stand by what I say. I do not think it's trash, but as far as the other stuff outside of the Nintendo and shouldn't want this, as far as that stuff, I can say a lot about that as well. But as far as his take on Street Fighter 5, outside calling it trash, he was right, but it ain't trash. Then IGN's review I thought was right on the money, and a few other ones I thought was right on the money. Now, so let me give you my take. Street Fighter 5 is, first of all, let's talk about the good. Now, you see me here playing with Ryu. I'm in the red. I'm not Ryu, but Ken. I'm in the red. I'm going to use Ryu later. One thing I like about this Street Fighters, and I think it's the best that they unreleased so far, even though there's a lot of controversy around this particular version, is it's the tightest, most fluid, most responsive Street Fighters of them all. I mean, it's responsive, man. When it's buttery smooth. What I also love is how they're separating Ken and Ryu, making Ken his own personality, making Ryu his own personality. You know, back in the day, they played like each other. They was just pretty much a blonde hair. Ken was just a blonde hair Ryu. Now Ken is totally different from Ryu. It's been going on for several other Street Fighters, but they are really making it apparent in this Street Fighters. For one, Ken's flashiness, Ken's arrogance, Ken's cockiness is really displayed at display in this particular Street Fighter. His stance. You see how he hops, and he's not like Ryu. Ryu was very serious and militant about business, where Ken is about showing you up, kicking your behind and showing you up, and rubbing it in your face, whereas Ryu was about learning what he can learn from each fight. Ryu's balance is way more strong and heavy and weighty and powerful. When he hits you, you going to the ground. When Ken hits you, you need to look for another foot coming. See what I'm saying? Ken hits you, you got to expect 2 or 3 more punches coming. Ryu hit you, that one hit, it was enough. You going to the dirt, you going to the surface. It's beautiful. When you do the Hadouken, it happens. When you do the roundhouse, it happens. When you jump, you jumping. When you coming down, it's coming down. If you hitting the light button, the middle button, the strong button, it's happening, people. It's there. It's so tight and fluid. So the gameplay is at its best in this particular Street Fighter. The graphics for being the Street Fighter's 2D side-scrolling type of fighting game was 3D. I think it's 3D in a 2D world. I don't know how they do that, but you know what I mean. Anyway, y'all correct me. But this is probably one of the best looking games of the 8th generation, hands down. It's colorful. It's beautiful. You see that two punch I did right there. Anyway, it's beautiful. I mean, Street Fighters is up there, folks. I remember that it was a big issue that people was saying that they was gonna pass because, you know, finally, first of all, when we found out it was exclusive to Sony, people was claiming they was gonna pass because it looked like Street Fighters 4. Well, that's debunked. It doesn't look anything like Street Fighters 4. It looks totally different. It looks noticeably better, which it should. It's on a more powerful system. So all these things is there and they're great. That's why, you know, I can't agree with it being trash or crap or whatever a lot of folks are saying. But the problem is, the bad is, it's missing so many features. It's missing unnecessary features that's just staples with Street Fighters. How do you have Street Fighters and don't have arcade mode at launch? I mean, if they had arcade mode, they would have been fine, but they don't have arcade mode, man. That you can't justify that. You can't rationalize that. What Capcom did and what Sony did by releasing this game is they deserve all the criticism, but they deserve it balanced. It's not crap. It's not trash, but it's definitely incomplete. The analogy I love to use food analogies because it's easily understood. It's like you going to a AAA restaurant. You take your girl, you know, I take my wife, you know, whatever. We sitting down and the lady come and ask me what I want to drink. I ask for Sierra Mist. You thought I was going to say 7-Up or Sprite or Coke, you know what I'm saying? No, I want a Sierra Mist, you know what I'm saying? And I want the steak. I want the steak right here. I want to cook well done. You know, I don't want no blood in it. I want loaded potato. I want some cabbage. You don't get mad at me. I like cabbage. I want some rolls. And I want some corn on the cob or corn in the bowl. Now, I asked for all that. Me and my wife sitting there talking. They bring our food out and they set before me a plate. And the only thing on my plate is a steak. And the only thing in my cup is ice. Now, the steak is cooked thoroughly. It's cooked. It's buttery. It's man, it's flavorful. It melts on the tongue. I mean, it's cooked right. And it's good. Man, it's good. But I don't have my loaded potatoes. I don't have my cabbage. I don't have my corn. I don't have my rolls. I don't have my Sierra Mist. I just got a cup of ice and this great steak. It's bare bones. The greatness of Street Fighters is there, but I can't enjoy it because all the features are not there. Just like the steak is there. Everything that you love about Street Fighter as far as the controlling the gameplay, folks, is there. It's that good, properly, perfectly cooked steak. It's the best it's ever been. It ain't gonna get no better. Well, it couldn't get better, but right now it's the best. It's at its best. That's the way I want to say it. But it's missing too much to justify paying for it. I would even if that steak was the best steak I ever tasted. If you didn't give me my cereal mix, my baked potato, my cabbage, and my corn, and my rolls, I'm not paying for it. I paid for this game. I'm enjoying it. But had I known all that wasn't there, I wouldn't have bought it. Now, how does this apply? People is taking this stuff. You know, we don't have to bring in Nintendo. We don't have to bring in, other third party and start. Yeah, we can do that, but we can judge Street Fighters off of the legacy that Street Fighters created itself and Capcom done from old to now. We don't have to go all over the world and bring in this and talk about that, because to me, I made this statement. If I'm going to say Street Fighters is trash, which is not, then I had to say Splatoon is trash, which it's not. Splatoon released without features. We all bought Splatoon. We all thoroughly enjoyed Splatoon with what was there to play. And what was there was good. But just like Street Fighters, it was missing stuff, folks. So I gotta be balanced. I gotta be fair. So it's not trash. Just like Splatoon was not trash. Both games were incomplete. One just is too incomplete to justify purchase. That's how I feel about Street Fighter 5. I can't justify the purchase. But once the game get up to where it should be, then I will tell anybody to go buy this game, because it's the best it has ever been. But anyway, I got to get out of here, guys. Just wanted to share my thoughts. I did say some names. I have no problem with these individuals. Like I said, I thought the videos they made were good. Just didn't agree with the terminology trash and a few other ones. But with that being said, this is your boy Levelhead signing out. Welcome to SHAREfactory PlayStation. Your boy gonna be doing even more stuff. But anyway, I'm out. Deuces.
Good.
I'll kick your ass! All right, let's begin!
Ready. Fight. Hadouken! Shoryuken! Niku Hadouken! Shoryuken!
I got you!
Good. Boy, it ain't too late to run off to Mum now. Ready. Fight. Good. Come on, let's turn up the heat. Ready. Fight. Niku Hadouken! Damn it.